Hello, my name is Nicole. Welcome to Paganesque. Today's video is about magic. What is magic? So if you ask a million different people, you're going to get a million different answers, all different opinions and perspectives about what magic is. It comes in many forms and it has several names. The most common ones are, magic, manifestation, and miracles. It's all about change, about things transforming from one thing to another thing. Magic is, it can be a way a way you feel. I mean, when people meet each other and love at first sight, that's magical. It can be things that you see and how they change and manifest, like a plant growing from a seed, that's magical. And it's also, change and transformation in yourself and the life and the universe around you. It's the magic that I see and I feel and practice is basically transformation and change. How does it happen? Well, I'm not well versed in quantum physics, so I do believe there is a science behind magic. It starts with your intention and it has action, and then it has its manifestation and how you see it in the future. We all know that the world is made up of vibrational energy and everything vibrates at a certain sort of frequency. And magic is when, you do things with energy to change the frequency of one thing to another, something that's more desirable for yourself. I mean, magic doesn't have good and bad polarities. It just is. So I mean, you do have people that do dark magic and people that do light magic, and hopefully there's more light than dark, because the world is dark enough without magic. And it's really it's manifestation. I mean, people call it manifestation, when they're afraid of this whole fictional fantasy that's behind magic and witchcraft, and it's basically putting, the good vibes or the energy or the intention out there into the universe, and seeing that it does come and it does happen with some faith and some belief. A good question is, how does magic happen? Well, I mean, basically you can see magic where, two people meet out of the blue and they fall in love. That's magical. You see magic where, a plant sprouts from a seed and, there's nothing particularly in the seed apart from dust and whatever creates the plant, and then something behind it makes it sprout. And it is a science. There's a science behind it. And I think that, science is starting to catch up with spirituality, and in the future we may have more answers as we progress, if, we don't destroy ourselves and the earth first. Okay, so how you can do magic? Well, I guess, one way is through spells and rituals. But the question is, well, how does it work? What do you even do? So this is where I get into an explanation of, your three selves. You have your inner self, your inner child, or your deeper soul. You have your conscious self, your talking self, and then you have your higher self, which, connects you to the divine source or great spirit of all things. In a spell or a magical spell, or even in manifestation rituals, there's some popular ones around that a lot of people are getting into. There's a school of thought that believes that your inner child, your inner self, creates the universe around you. They're kind of conditioned to believe certain things, and then what they believe is what you see. So the process of magic is to sort of change those inner beliefs of your deep inner child so that you're manifesting a different world outside of you. So one way that we can do that is through affirmations. Changing your thoughts, you change your life. I mean, that's more a mainstream way of putting it. I see abundance around me everywhere, and then it will manifest, and that's what you see. It's all about your thoughts and your perspective, and changing, your perspective from a negative one, or one that you no longer need or no longer serves you, to one that you really want to bring into your life. So just say you're doing a magical spell or a ritual, the affirmations like I've already mentioned, or you can, the ritual tools that they use in witchcraft or paganism or Wicca. They're like the shiny objects that distract your inner child or your id, while you sort of brainwash or hypnotize it to create a new belief system, for want of a better word. Once you've changed these inner thoughts and beliefs, then they will actually manifest and create a new life, you know. So that's one way of creating magic in your life, and it's something that actually works, and it's really interesting and it's fun at the same time. Magic is also synchronicity, where you will, you know, synchronicity is like random occurrences that when you put them together, it's like a meaning or a message from your higher self, or sets you on a path to something else. You know, that's magical because, you know, it kind of points to a great spirit around us, or a great divine intelligence that, you know, the world is chaos, but it's not chaos at the same time. You know, and when you go further with magic, you know, there's critical sort of questions you can ask, like, you know, things about collective consciousness and why it manifests for some people and not other people, or, you know, how can we all just change our belief systems and create a new world when what we see out there isn't a new world that we're trying to create? That's for another day. But basically, I hope you kind of get an understanding of magic being about change and transformation, and something wonderful that you can take part and take control of your life. It gives you hope. It gives you, you know, a new language to perceive the universe with. That's it for me today. If you have any questions or want to discuss it, feel free to message and we can go further. Thank you. Bye.